What if the gods abandoned us, leaving us to survive in a world where high storms tear the land apart and monstrous creatures hunt in the dark? In The Way of Kings, the monumental first installment of Brandon Sanderson's Stormlight Archive, listeners are invited into a masterpiece of epic fantasy that redefines the genre. This is not just a story about magic and war, it is a profound exploration of honor, depression, leadership, and the resilience of the human spirit in the face of impossible odds. If you crave world building so intricate it feels like history, magic systems that obey strict laws of physics, and characters who are broken yet striving for light, this audiobook is an essential journey. Prepare to step onto the shattered plains of Roshar, where the wind howls with the voices of the dead, and heroes are made not by their power, but by their choices. The narrative weaves together the stories of three distinct protagonists, each carrying the weight of their own failures. There is Kaladin, a former slave turned bridge runner in a brutal army, who has sworn never to kill again, but finds himself drawn into a secret society of legendary warriors known as the Knights Radiant. There is Shallan, a young noblewoman with a sharp mind and a desperate need to save her family from ruin, who seeks to apprentice under a renowned scholar, but harbors a dangerous secret of her own. And there is Dalinar, the Blackthorn, a high prince haunted by a past atrocity that destroyed his soul, now trying to unite the warring nations against a returning ancient evil. The audiobook narration brings these disparate threads together, giving each character a distinct voice that highlights their internal struggles, from Kaladin's quiet despair to Shallan's anxious wit and Dalinar's heavy burden of guilt. Brandon Sanderson's world building is unparalleled in its depth and consistency. Roshar is a world unlike any other, where flora and fauna have evolved to withstand massive magical storms. The ecosystem is alien yet believable, with crustacean-like plants and spren, tiny spirits that embody natural forces, dancing in the air. The magic system, known as surge binding, is based on the manipulation of fundamental forces like gravity and friction, powered by gemstones infused with stormlight. The audiobook format enhances the immersion, allowing listeners to hear the crackle of stormlight and the thunderous roar of the high storms. The pacing is deliberate, allowing the complex political landscape and the rich lore to unfold naturally, creating a sense of scale that is both awe-inspiring and intimidating. But The Way of Kings is more than just a fantasy epic. It is a meditation on mental health and the concept of honor. Kaladin's struggle with depression is portrayed with raw honesty, showing that heroism is not the absence of pain, but the decision to keep going despite it. His journey is one of healing, finding purpose in protecting others when he cannot protect himself. Shallan's story explores the nature of truth and identity, as she navigates a world of spies and scholars while grappling with her own fractured psyche. Dalinar's arc is a powerful examination of redemption, asking whether a man can be forgiven for sins that have no excuse. These themes add emotional weight to the action, making the characters' victories feel earned and their losses deeply felt. As the plot progresses, the three storylines begin to converge, revealing a conspiracy that threatens to plunge the world into another desolation, a cataclysmic event brought by the Voidbringers. The mystery of the Knights Radiant, who vanished thousands of years ago, begins to unravel, hinting at a history that has been rewritten by the victors. The plot twists are well executed, revealing connections between the characters that recontextualize their individual journeys. The climax is a breathtaking sequence of events that takes place during a high storm, featuring battles that are both physical and magical. It is a testament to Sanderson's skill that he can balance such large-scale spectacle with intimate character moments. For fans of epic fantasy, this audiobook is a landmark achievement. It offers a perfect blend of intellectual stimulation and emotional resonance, allowing you to experience the thrill of discovery and the pain of growth. The production quality is top-notch, with narration that captures the grandeur of the setting and the nuance of the characters. Whether you are commuting or relaxing at home, The Way of Kings will hold your attention captive. It is a reminder that even in the darkest times, light can be found, and that The Way of Kings is not about ruling, but about serving. So plug in your headphones, brace yourself for the storm, and prepare to be changed. This is not just a book, it is a legacy.